Hello everyone, welcome to Diagnose It. Today we'll discuss about the use of this instrument, how to use it correctly. Well, this is a pulse oximeter that was earlier used in ICU settings, but in the current scenario, most of you are quite familiar with this instrument. Now today we'll discuss about how to use it correctly because this is a quite important tool in fighting this COVID-19 infection. Because our O2 saturation, this SpO2 that we measure by this instrument, well, this is quite important to know about the progression of the disease. Like if the SpO2 of the patient is falling and it is below the 93%, then this is the time you must visit the physician, the concerned doctor near you. Now let's see how to use it correctly. Firstly, this instrument should be used when the person is sitting. The best position to measure your SpO2 is in the sitting position. Next thing is, you press this button here and then the finger should be inserted in this instrument. Now the question is, which finger? The best finger to be used in this case is right middle finger. This is the finger that gives the best result. But yeah, there is not much difference if you use this instrument on any other finger. But the best result is in this right middle finger. Next thing is, the finger should be fitted properly. Like the finger should not be tilted or it should not be outside this instrument. So if your finger is outside this instrument, then there can be two things. One is your finger is quite big for the instrument and the instrument is small. So in that case, use the little finger. And the other thing is, you are not using the instrument correctly. You are not putting the finger in this instrument correctly. So try to adjust your finger. Now after that, wait for around 10 to 12 seconds so that the reading should get stabilized. Like if you insert your finger in this instrument shows reading. Like you'll get a saturation of 96, 94, 92. But after some time, you should wait for around 10 to 12 seconds so that the reading in this instrument gets stabilized. And that stabilized reading is your actual saturation. Then there are some special scenarios. Like the patient is female and she is wearing nail paint. Then firstly, remove that nail paint because the reading of this instrument get hampered by use of that nail paint. And other thing is, if the female is wearing mehendi, then it is difficult to remove mehendi at that time. Then you should use this instrument over your toes. Next thing is, if the patient is having fever with chills and the patient is shivering, then firstly you should wait for the shiver to settle down. Then after the shivering has stopped, then measure your SpO2. Well, these are the main things you should take care while measuring your SpO2 concentration. And if this SpO2 monitor shows the percentage saturation at room air less than 93%, then you should definitely call your concerned physician. Or one more thing, this is the monitor where the heart rate is shown. And if the heart rate of the patient is more than 100 and patient is not having any fever for continuous 2 to 3 days, if the heart rate is more than 100 and in the absence of fever, then you should definitely tell your physician, because there is this new thing called as happy hypoxia. What happens in happy hypoxia is this basically occurs in young patients mostly, and the patient is usually having little or no symptoms. Like the patient had just a mild to moderate kind of fever for 2 to 3 days, and after the fever gets subsided and patient did not get checked for this COVID infection, like the patient did not get his RT-PCR, then suddenly the oxygen saturation of the patient drops, and this drops to a very serious level. Like this drops below even 70%. So this is quite severe for the patient, and this is quite commonly seen in this second mutant of the coronavirus. So you should take this in mind. Next is, how many times should we measure this SpO2? So the answer for this question is 3 times. You should measure your SpO2 concentration at least 3 times if you are having this COVID infection. And if any of these 3 times this saturation drops below 93%, then call your concerned physician. So this is all about this, how to use this pulse oximeter. If you have any more question regarding this, then you can please DM me on my Instagram handle at Diagnose It, or you can post it in the comment section. I'll definitely try to answer it. And do share this video so that most of the people who are using this pulse oximeter will use it correctly.